Hey all, D here, Echo, I like to go by. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, okay? Because I'm starting YouTube up and people are probably saying, if they're saying anything at all or even watching, because it's hard to tell, who is that woman, you know? What the heck? Well, let me tell you, I was born in New York State, Hudson, New York. So when I hear about Montauk and all that kind of stuff, when I watch Stranger Things, that touches home base. Let's also go to, I had my first 2-year degree was in liberal arts, emphasizing the social sciences. I loved psychology. I wanted to go into psychology and study behavior and everything around it. I was scared. I was a feared person. I was afraid to even go to that college because it was so far away from home that I would have to travel I-90 in the snow, sleet, and rain, which was a major highway, and I grew up in a small town where the whole town probably raised you and had input into what you became, kind of, if you can even remember back that far. But, so I had my first 2-year degree in there. I went on a full scholarship. I also played sports and got paid for, they paid everything, the sneakers right down to everything, you know. It was amazing. Books, everything was paid for, but I had to keep a B average, so it stressed me out a lot. I always strove for an A, because if I got a C, that meant I would still have my scholarship, because I was trying to do it all. I was trying to have my family. I took a year off, had a baby, and then went back to nursing school. I took the accelerated 3-year program, got my RN, also got scholarships what I didn't have in what was allotted to go via the Sally Mae type thing. They just paid for it because my grades were like that. I quickly found out in school that I had to hide because I was disliked. I was bullied. Add to it, my dad was the vice principal and judge of the town. You can kind of figure what I was up against. Also add to it that while I was in elementary school, there was an administrator-teacher strike going on, and I was the daughter of an administrator and with all the teachers. So there was a lot of, you know, negativity towards me. And then, of course, there were a few that saw the other side, and they were very, very sweet to me. So, balance, you know, somehow. It was off. It was conflict all the time. Go figure. So I had my degree in nursing. Again, I was at the top of the class, and I hated because they figured it out. One time they had this test, and they were all in arms about it. It was so hard. It was a hard test. I would go to bat for them. Yes, it was a hard test. They pulled even on the articles that you were supposed to go microfilm in the library and put questions like that. The teacher's comment was, well, Dina did good. And their comment was, well, she's not, you can't even put her on the thing. So there you go. But I was indoctrinated. I was so indoctrinated. I was so asleep. I can tell you, let's say UTI, you give Cipro, BID, and then while you're given that, you're waiting for the culture to come in. And even though I noticed right away, Bactrim hit more, but they didn't want to mess around. You hit with the big wigs, and then after the sensitivity comes in, then you can back down to that. But you don't take chances. And let me tell you, if you're in a hospital situation and you're dealing with those kind of germs, that does make sense. But that's the old Dina. Now, what do I say? I'm still so new at this. I'll tell you that. I am still so new at this. And that's me. If I don't know, I will tell you. Like the other people, okay? And I also end it with, you do your research, because part of it that you learn is part of the journey. You need to do that. But I do want to get out what I know. And what I know now, what I'm delving into totally deep, is the autism spectrum disorder.